you know, there could have been so many different outcomes, you know, if you know, my parents didn't move from England and Ireland, you know, what would I be doing over there? You know, if we never, you know, moved up to Coffs Harbour for a stint, never found the beach up there, you know, there's all those different things, but for me, I was living it, and I never sort of look back and wonder if. I just sort of keep trying to look forward and saying what's next.
This is what a two-time world champ knows how to do.
Fanning driving through the first section. It's a big one. Hangs on.
Thanks for coming, and that's what Mick's got to do.
And there's the elation, there's the hard work. There's nothing better than that feeling that is going through Mick Fanning's body right now.
Mick Fanning regains #1 in the world.
I'd like to see what's going on inside Kelly's head right now.
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm going to say it. I am a huge Fanning fan. You can't count Mick out.
Yeah, look, it was a huge tragedy. You know, Sean and I were rolling pretty thick there all those years. You know, being the youngest two, the older two were it was sort of like two different groups almost. And yeah, he was sort of like the cornerstone for our group of guys growing up around Coolangatta and all our friends. And yeah, it was just, everyone was sort of just shocked, really. I guess the next thing was for me just trying to shape all that emotion and that energy into something positive. To this day, I'll you know, sit there and I'll know when I feel like he's with me, or I know when he's not. But you know, he was always someone that, you know, if I need a wave, or you know, or just, you know, things were going right, I always sort of looked up to the sky and looked at him, and yeah, look, it's I guess for me it also too, it just showed that you couldn't just take life for granted, you know, it can be finished in the blink of an eye. So yeah, just really enjoy those good times. Kelly and Andy had such a stranglehold on the world title. We were pretty much just in a race for third, and I just got fed up with it. I was just like, I'm going to give it my all and see what I can do to beat him. And so I just buckled down as much as I could, and yeah, had a great year. You know, I think my counting results were pretty much all thirds and above, and so for me that was it was a really satisfying year, but it did take its toll in a way that I was pretty burnt out at the end of it. But yeah, very proud of how I put it all together. Yeah, look, I guess, you know, I still feel it today, where I make sure that if I'm engaging with someone, I properly engage with them, and you know, make sure if I give them a hug, if it's a close friend, give them a hug and make sure they feel it. So, but other than that, like, I'm not going to say it changed my philosophy on life, or it changed, you know, the whole way that I look at the world. It was just one of those things where, you know, it was close, but I'm lucky, and I just keep trying to move forward. Huge day. Yeah, just got some personal stuff going on at home, and just, yeah, it's sort of heavy to talk about right now, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just sort of just cruising and just trying to live. Yeah, look, it was, you know, finding out the news early in the morning, it was hard, and it was big pipeline too that day, and I don't know, I had this sense of confidence that I would just, you know, go whatever, because I knew that he would be there looking after me and making sure I didn't get hurt. I was really calm that day. I wasn't, yeah, you know, obviously I was thinking about him all day throughout the day, and, but yeah, just had a sense of confidence and calmness over me that everything was going to be okay.
He suffered a moment in surfing history that had never been done before. Not only return to Jeffreys Bay to surf again, but to compete again, and now with the chance at another final to take this one on. This is one of the greatest comebacks in sport.
I felt like I had unfinished business there. I felt like I needed to go and do it for myself. You know, I didn't want to. Obviously, there was people everywhere. Oh, you're going back, you're on this and that, and always putting their 2 cents in. But for me personally, I felt like I had unfinished business, and so I wanted to go back and just right the wrong. And once I did that, it was a huge weight off my shoulders personally. But yeah, it was just I was very determined, but also too I was very calm and confident that things were all going to be okay. So yeah, it wasn't a huge mental hurdle to get over. It was just a personal thing that I wanted to better. You know, when I put my mind to something and get determined to do something, I just put all of me into it. It's not something that I just sort of decide, okay, this is it. It's just, I don't know, I just feel like if you're going to do a job, you might as well do it right and see what happens.